Hello everyone. Um, this is my second YouTube video for this channel. Today I'd like to discuss Acts chapter 10. This to a title called "Did You Know That God Did Not Declare Unclean and Was Clean?" Now this is a chapter that most Christians like to use, take out of context, and say that God declares unclean and was clean. Okay, it says in Acts 10 verse 9, it says, "The next day, as the soldiers were traveling and approaching to the city, Peter went up to the rooftop to pray about the 6th hour. Now he became very hungry. He wanted to eat. But while they were preparing something, he fell into a trance. He saw the heavens open and something like a great sheet coming down, lowered by its four corners to the earth. In it were all sorts of four-footed animals and reptiles and birds of the air. The voice came to him, 'Get up, Peter, kill and eat.' But Peter said, 'Certainly not, Lord, for never have I eaten anything unholy or unclean.' Again the voice came to him a second time, 'What God has made clean, you must not consider unholy.' This happened 3 times, and the sheet was immediately taken up to heaven." You know what? Wow. God did say he called unclean animals clean now. You know what? I wonder, there's a restaurant nearby here, so I can eat myself a sausage. Maybe some pepperoni pizza. Not. Why should I stop there? Why should you? Let's read on. The following day he entered. This is verse 24. The following day he entered Caesarea. Cornelius was waiting for them and called to his relatives and close friends. As Peter entered, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshipped him. But Peter pulled him up, saying, "Stand up. I too am just a man." Talking with him, Peter went aside and found many people gathered. He said to them, "You yourselves know that it is not permitted for the Jewish man to associate with a non-Jew or to visit him. Yet God has shown me that I should call no one unholy or unclean. So I came without interpretation when I was sent for. I asked then, what is the reason why you sent for me?" Now you see it here. It's very clear in this passage. Peter finally realized what the vision meant. All the unclean animals in the sheet that came down from heaven. He says, talking with him, Peter went inside and found many people gathered. He said to them, "You yourselves know that it is not permitted for a Jewish man to associate with a non-Jew or to visit him. Yet God has shown me that I should not call no one unholy or unclean." You see, those unclean animals that Peter saw symbolized the unclean Gentiles' conversion. Now they are made clean. Now you go down to, let's say verse 32. Therefore send to Joppa and he asked for Simon, who is called Peter. He is staying in the house of Simon. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, the 34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, "I truly understand that God is not one to show favoritism, but every nation, the one who fears him and does what is right, is acceptable to him. You know the message he sent to be not Israel, the children of Israel, proclaiming Shalom, third year Messiah Yeshua. He is the Lord of all. You know the message that has been spread throughout all Judea, beginning from the Galilee, after immersion that John proclaimed." So this has nothing to do with God, saying, "Now you can eat pork," or "Now you can eat swine," or "You can eat shellfish or clams or lobsters," and such and such and such. If that's very true, you gotta use your head. Use your head. Your brain. If God declares unclean creatures clean, then God would be a liar. You know why? Because in the book, I believe it's like the book of Psalms and Proverbs, he says, I do not, change. I did not alter the words that comes out from my lips. I did not alter the words that comes out my lips. It means I did not change what I say. I stay with it. So if God, changes his mind, then he's a liar. Then he's not perfect. So we know that God is not a liar. He is truth. It is Christian. It is you Christians are lying. I mean that should shock you. You're the one are lying by twisting the scriptures. In Acts 10, twisting Peter's words. He did not actually meant. You are putting your own words into his mouth. Think about it. Like you do with other scriptures in the Bible, you twist, and that will lead to lawlessness. Now, in my next videos, I'll tell you more about what scriptures you twist. So for now, shalom.